Hello, happy Friday. So, hang on, let me adjust the other camera here. So, like the title says, the misconduct of Congress. I thought we left uh, England or Great Britain back then, and the other Eastern or the other European countries because we were tired of monarchical of a monarchy. And there's that. There's religious freedom. There's a whole litany of things. But uh, basically, is get the hell out of Dodge. So I guess my question is, why do we find ourselves electing people who get to put themselves in the same positions as the people that we love? I mean, we literally went overseas with no guarantee that we were going to arrive safely. It was that important to us, and I'm sure there were people fleeing legal prosecution as well. Uh, but it was so important that we were literally willing to risk life and limb to get the fuck out of where we were. Pardon the language. It's just for emphasis. Uh, so currently we have a minimum of 535 people who are not uh, subject to the laws that they put into effect. Um, and there's no telling who else they gift special privilege sets to. So I guess my question is, why the hell do we need Congress? Uh, they're setting themselves up, and this happened from the first day that they gave themselves a salary. Okay, the first day that happened, people should have been losing their minds with rage. Uh, Originally, Congress, House and Senate, and I'm not sure what exactly their meeting schedule was. I'm sure it probably wasn't more than, I don't know, a half dozen, maybe a dozen times a year to actually come to Washington D.C. But they lived in the world that they created. They weren't exempt, so or at least not to the degree that we see now. And part of that is Congress's uh, proclivity to pass laws that are nothing but obstacles to you and me. But hey, guess what? They're exempt. Uh, Little things like the United States Supreme Court recently ruled that the president did not have the authority to pass a vax mandate for the American general public, which, thank God, they got something right. Yet at the same point in time, they also said, however, they do have the right to pass a mandate on to government employees, such as military, um, and like I believe the New York mayor just fired over 1,000 people for refusing to take a vax. And just this happens to be something I've done a lot of research on. There are exactly three vaccines in existence that prevent anything healthy. Uh, you have smallpox, polio, and German measles vaccines. They actually do healthy prevention. You cannot get or pass those diseases. Period. That's the end. If it gets to you, that is the end of its path. Uh, we can go into a lot of things that the COVID thing can prevent. Like a successful carrying a child successfully to term. Uh, it can prevent you from being able to function properly. We're not going to get into that because that list is really fucking long and I don't feel like digging it up. But have we not put into place exactly what our forefathers, our ancestors fled from? at this point, why do we have Congress? My thought process is this: you cannot have a body making laws that is not subject to those laws. They live, when you allow that kind of misconduct, you are allowing them to place themselves in a separate realm. Okay. And at this point, and I'll say it publicly, I am all for the complete disbanding of Congress, 100%. Let every bill that is put forth by the president come to the general population for a vote. Period. There are, between both sides of the aisle, between both houses of Congress, maybe 8 of them that I think are worth a shit, that I think actually represent their constituents, and that I believe actually do well in representing the Constitution, which they're sworn to uphold and protect. Although lately they've said, "Well, you mean that piece of old ass toilet paper I use?" But I don't know, man. That's really all I've got. Nothing brainstorming. I just had this on my mind and needed to let it rip. But anyway, I am about to hit the old exit button. Feel free to leave questions. If you want to hit me up with some debate, I am always down. But like I put up there, don't bring your emotions. You better bring your brains. You bring your emotions, you're going to get them hurt even worse. Peace.